I love instant gratification. Like, it's my favorite thing. And some people might say
I don't think you're the only one, though. Some people are a little shy to say it, but I'm pretty sure we're all guilty of that.
Yeah, I used to be shy to say it, but it's like, why be shy to say it? Like, it's great.
Own it.
Yeah.
Own it. What is good, wishers? Welcome back. It's your host, Morgan Ashley, here on Indie Tuesdays. If you are new to the show, let me give you a quick run through of what we do here on Indie Tuesdays. Each week, at least once a week, we get to connect with new up-and-coming artists. Today happens to be an indie artist who is an LA-based singer, songwriter, creator, and she's been able to already have created meticulously 32 songs that have a seamless blend of alternative, indie pop, and dream pop, all while performing 2 to 4 hour sets, nightly sets, like live performances on TikTok, and gaining a crazy, massive, global following. Please welcome my Indie Tuesday artist of the day, Lola.
Hi.
Thank you for sitting there while I try to get my words together. I appreciate you for being my Indie Tuesday artist of the day.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I love that we get to pick your brain a little bit more about your endeavors, because you've already accomplished so much within last year and also within this year, but and it's just beginning.
Thank you.
Yes. I want to know more about how your journey was from your first EP to later on performing a sold-out show at Westlake Village to then having over 5 million streams on your original song, Dirty Clothes. I want to know how that all follows.
So I started releasing singles for like the longest time since 2018. I started working on my music in 2017. So 2018 I started releasing singles. But then some of my like singles, especially my song Dirty Clothes, started getting some traction on TikTok. And I started live streaming on TikTok at the end of 2020. And after that, a lot of like the people who were coming consistently to my lives wanted to hear more of a project from me for the first time. And I was like, okay, I'll make my first EP.
Nice.
Yes, that's how Mystery Boy came to be, and I actually put a solo version of Dirty Clothes on that because it was doing well, and I put a solo version of another song people were asking for. So it was kind of a good way to step into my first project because 2 of the songs were already out. I just kind of made them a solo version. Then there were 3 more songs on that, and that was really fun, and people really liked that. But putting out a project's really intimidating, so for a while I kind of just kept consistently putting out singles.
Right.
And then the people wanted another project. So I released my project Bad for Each Other, but this time I did it a little bit differently, where I released 1 song every month, and I found that kind of allowed me to create more hype around the songs.
Yeah.
And right before I released that, I had my first sold out show, which was really crazy. Because of my TikTok lives, I've been getting more viewers and listeners, and it was really cool to kind of have the show around that EP.
Did it feel so real when you were living that moment? Because at that time you're just thinking, I'm just putting out songs and performing on live in front of people, but now I actually get to have these people that are watching me in front of me.
Yeah, and it felt super surreal too, because I released the Mystery Boy EP, my first EP, during COVID.
Wow.
And there was no live performing then, and I'd always gone live on TikTok. When you live stream on TikTok, there's not really, there's an audience, but you can't see them. You don't get the energy of the audience. And so for the first time I got to perform those songs from the Mystery Boy EP and the newer EP, my second one, in front of a live audience, which was really cool and surreal. So that was pretty awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So with the new music that you have coming out, do you feel like, because now you've had kind of a formula, I feel like you've been able to build some kind of formula with the new projects that are about to come out, are you going to approach them a little differently?
So the vibe has definitely changed of the music. So the Mystery Boy EP was more like dream pop and indie pop. And then the Bad for Each Other EP, which was my second one, was more dark pop, and that's the first time I ever did that. And then this new one's kind of the storytelling of the first EP with, more indie pop vibe storytelling. But then it's all dark pop again. And I'm going to be releasing 1 song every month this year in line to release that. Yeah.
All right, so she's got a process, people.
Yes.
So we went from dream pop to dark pop to now we have a new single out called Happy For You.
Yes.
Now that's a little funny, especially with the title in mind.
Yeah.
I've been able to listen to it. It's really good. You have to, if you haven't had the chance, you have to listen. Very catchy, and it the lyrics and the message behind it is bittersweet.
Definitely.
It does take you on a roller coaster, and I want to hear more about how you came about creating that song?
Definitely. So a theme, definitely. Now I didn't even think about it until you just said it, but a theme on this new EP, the Crazy Baby EP, all the songs kind of take you on a roller coaster.
Okay.
Because it's all about kind of just getting out of some sort of, toxic relationship or just getting away from someone toxic, but like you don't want to get away from them because you kind of like it, but you shouldn't be in it.
You're comfortable with it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's super funny too because a lot of times when I write music, I had trouble kind of processing, I guess, what I'm writing. I've never been like the best writer. I've never really done well in school, I guess, with that kind of stuff, which is interesting. Like when I was younger I was, but then as I got older, I don't know, I kind of like detach myself when I'm writing, but then I've seen all these people kind of analyzing the song and writing articles about it, and it's like, oh my god, that's exactly what I was trying to say, and like, you guys get it. Yeah, so it's really interesting.
So do you feel like when you are approaching a song, each time it's a different formula, or do you feel you gravitate more towards this is what I'm feeling poem-wise, now let me put it in song form?
So it's funny because a lot of people are like shocked when I say this, but I hate poetry. Like not that I have respect for people who like write it, but I just I don't like reading it as much. I don't like writing it, but then I really love to do the music first and then write the words over it.
Okay.
I think what it was is I was in like a lot of AP classes in high school for English, and I always had to I was forced to analyze it, and I didn't like how people always put so much meaning behind poetry, where I feel like songs they can have several different meanings, which is why I think I like it better. And I think by having the melody first, it kind of lets me analyze the lyrics less in a way, if that makes sense, because you can kind of feel it through the song. Exactly, yeah.
It's more room to paint more colors.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, everybody has their different ways of approaching a song, and it's cool to see that this is another way. So just know that you're not weird if you don't like poetry and you still like music.
I shouldn't say hate. I should don't like, but
it's just not your thing.
It's really not my thing.
It's not your vibe.
It's funny because some people say that songwriting and poetry are the same, but I completely disagree. I think there's such a pressure on poetry to only have one meaning, and that's what the artist or the author intended.
And you only want this many syllables and this many lines.
Exactly.
You can't rhyme here, but I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. So when you're doing melody, do you gravitate more towards the beat first, or do you have a guiding line and then you build on that, or is it just different every time?
So my process has kind of changed throughout the years. It used to be where I would just kind of have my keyboard and I would just have my voice memos running, and I would just kind of play random chords and then just kind of improvise over that until I got a line I was happy with. So it's kind of the same thing now. I like to write more with producers now because it's fun to bounce off of people as opposed to just writing on my own. And so what I'll do is they'll kind of make a beat and then I'll start listening to it and just hum some lines until I get a good melody that I like. But usually it's not the melody first, it's the beat first, and then I hear the melody off of that.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that. We have a few more questions to ask Lola.
Cool.
But we're going to take a quick break for our sponsors. Just like how you guys are passionate about music, we know how passionate our partner PSS Home Care is caring for your loved ones. PSS Home Care makes sure that your loved ones receive every single bit of comfort they deserve right in the comfort of their own home. PSS Home Care offers a set of excellent services ranging from home health aid to physical therapy to housekeeping and many more. So, if you are from the New York area and are looking for someone to care for your loved ones, make sure to contact PSS Home Care by clicking on the link in our description. Don't forget, PSS Home Care, because caring is their culture. Nice. So I have a few more questions for you.
Okay.
Then we're going to go into our little lightning round for a little just quick question and answer. But I know you have more shows coming up and you're wanting to release more projects. If people want to know more about your projects this year, or want to hear more about your music from before and up until now, what is the best place to follow you?
Definitely TikTok and Instagram. My @ is musicbylola_. I go live on TikTok every night at around 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I usually always update people on what's coming up next in real time because I do it every day.
Wow.
So if I'm at the studio, I'll tell everyone about a new song I wrote or the anniversary of a song. So that's the best place to get the news right away. But then also on my Instagram, I post on my story all the really important updates.
You keep up to date.
I do. Mostly on those platforms though.
And what inspired you to perform? Because some people, they just do 3 songs or they just do a 3-minute song. It's just it's never it's hard to come across people that do like sets, actual sections.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to do that, to start off with that?
On TikTok Live?
Yeah.
So I just really wanted to get my music out there more, and I've always liked the idea of live streaming, but I never had enough followers.
Okay.
And then in 2020, when I finally got the followers, it had always been a goal of mine to go live. I didn't really know much about it, but I'd seen some people doing it, and I love performing, I love singing.
Okay.
And I'm also not very good at editing. Like, that's something that I'm pretty bad at, like the technology side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's hard for me to edit videos, and I really liked live because you can kind of still get that engagement and people in without having to
edit
video
back and forth.
Yeah, and the fact that I'm able to just kind of like run my sound right to my phone and my piano too.
Right.
I thought it was really cool, and I thought people might find it like more intriguing to follow someone who's, you know, actually doing something, and I can show them I'm doing it for real. It's not edited. It might encourage more people to follow, and it has. And it's one of the things where it feels
motivating.
like I love instant gratification. Like, it's my favorite thing. And some people might say
I don't think you're the only one though. Some people are a little shy to say it, but I'm pretty sure we're all guilty of that.
Yeah, I used to be shy to say it, but it's like, why be shy to say it? Like, it's great.
Own it.
Yeah,
Own it.
I love instant gratification.
Okay.
And TikTok Live is honestly a great place for that, or live streaming in general, especially with TikTok's algorithm. I'm guaranteed every single live that I'm going to get more people coming as opposed to like doing a show in person.
Got it.
Because maybe if I do a show in person, because I've done a few around LA, I get 1 or 2 Instagram followers, and it's usually people who don't even like engage.
Right.
Whereas on TikTok, maybe there's like 20,000 people who come one night. Out of those 20,000, even if I get 5 new hardcore Instagram followers, that's like a win.
It's a win.
Me. Yeah.
So you are known for your vibrant live performances and your quirky, unique experiences from your fans and people that you're interacting with. Kit, do you have one in particular that you every now and then think about?
Like a performance?
Yeah.
Like a life-changing performance?
Not like a life-changing performance, but you're just like, wow, and I was able, this just happened, and I was able to connect with this person, and that really, that did something.
Definitely. I mean, I guess for me it was a life-changing performance, the one I'm thinking about.
Okay.
When I was in high school was the moment where I realized I wanted to be performing for the rest of my life.
Oh, wow.
We had like an all-school retreat. My high school was really interesting in that way. And we had a little thing called Jag Fest, and it was Coachella kind of for the Jaguars, so that was like our school's mascot. And I performed Can't Take My Eyes Off of You with one of my best friends by Frankie Valli.
Oh, okay.
And we'd always wanted to sing together, and we never had. She was about to graduate, and I was a junior. And then we got to pick our own band, which I had never gotten the experience to do. Because I was in the band in high school for a while, like a little house band, but I never really gotten that experience of getting to work with my friends in a band, and we were the last people to go in the set.
Might as well just do it.
And it was in this little cute barn, and it was so not high school. Like, it was outdoors in a little barn. There were lights and fog machines, and I never had an opportunity like that. And because it was the last set, they had all the students come into this little barn, and it was packed to the front. Like, it felt like a show at like the Roxy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and so people were like literally packed to the front of the stage. This was the first time I was really connecting with people, because I was used to performing at maybe like school shows or assemblies.
Okay.
This was like really like
in the moment,
and I could like, people were like reaching on stage, like it felt so real. And during the performance, I had this out of body experience.
Wow.
And it like everything just like in my head, I heard like, and it was like the instrumental break where it's like na na na. Yeah. But everything just slowed down, and it's actually on video. You can see me just being like, oh my god,
taking
like,
it all in.
I'm connecting with these people. I'm like looking into their eyes. I'm performing, and like I'm with all my friends. Like, and then I like in that moment, I just knew like this is what I meant to do for the rest of my life.
That's an artist's dream come true.
Yeah. So that's really like the most important performance.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I remember like looking in people's eyes and just really just
I mean, my heart full hearing that. I love that.
Yeah, I love telling people that story.
Yeah. And maybe you guys get to experience that when you see your live performances each night. Nightly. She does not miss a day. Or a night, actually, sorry. But we are heading into the quick question, rapid question round.
Awesome.
Any of these answers, they don't really like have an actual meaning towards them. They're just what your brain just goes to.
Okay.
So I wrote these down because I don't want to forget one. So we're going to start right now.
Okay.
Big crowds or an intimate setting?
Big crowds.
Okay. Sneakers or heels?
Heels.
Okay. Guitar or piano?
Piano.
Oh, so do you play guitar or?
I play guitar and piano, and to be honest, I would prefer to play with guitar because I feel less constricted, but I'm better at piano and I feel more comfortable with it, which is why I chose piano.
Have you played piano longer than guitar?
Way longer. Piano since
okay.
like kindergarten, guitar since like
It's like
16. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool.
So like piano I don't have to think, but I'd love to one day just shred on guitar while I'm performing. I think it's a lot cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Pen and paper or the notepad on your phone?
Notepad on my phone.
Really?
I'm so unorganized. I need to be on my phone.
I love the phone idea, but I just know it just feels more comfortable for me pen and paper.
Everyone says that to me, but I just couldn't.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's what you.
It's cooler.
Yeah.
Pen and paper. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I feel like it's more organized with notepad.
I just love the search bar because I can search for a note.
You don't flip through, make sure you're not missing a page. I get it. Okay, sloths or dogs?
Oh my gosh. Those are my two favorites.
I know, I heard. Okay, when I saw she has this bag that has a sloth on it, and it's from Costa Rica, and it's a really cute bag. But she said she loves sloths. But I wanted to know, dogs or sloths?
Can I pick both for your answer?
You can. There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer.
See, that's the only one where I was torn so far.
She's thinking outside the box. Okay, and random. This is the last question.
Okay.
Random shuffle, songs on random shuffle, or a curated playlist.
A random shuffle for sure.
Really?
I actually don't even really make playlists unless it's for like references for the studio.
Okay.
I just add a song to my playlist or like my liked songs on Spotify, and I'll listen to them over and over until I get sick of them. So I'll have kind of a rotation of my liked songs, and once I get sick of the song, I delete it. So I'll just be on shuffle all the time.
Oh, okay.
I'm weird cool. Like that. I guess.
No, you're not weird. You just have your own way. That's fine.
Yeah.
I go through songs that I like, and if I hear them, I put add to this list, and it's all this. It's probably like 11 hours worth of songs, or just they seem random, but they're songs that I noticed I liked.
Oh, I have to get that playlist from you.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm just now learning this right now.
Yeah,
I usually have playlists that I download, but I'm just learning right now. But thank you so much for being my Indie Tuesday artist.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I'm excited to see more of your shows and hearing more of your songs.
Thank you.
Thank you again. And wishers, please do not forget to check out Happy For You.
Yes.
Newest single out, okay?
Woo.
By Lola. Until next Tuesday, wishers, keep on wishing.